doing the things that I do myself because we don't have a producer. Just a moment. Okay. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, good. Good, Mushrooms. Good to see you. Glad you got some sleep. All right. Where did we last leave off? This was a good place to stop, if I recall. We were gonna drive. Oh, I need my coffee. Let me see, just got my Madonna in. Mug. San Luis Obispo. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. That smells good. That's just the thing, isn't it? Alright. Rearrange my desk here a little bit. I only sit here 11 hours a day. You'd think I'd have some sort of... A little table here would be just the thing. Maybe I'll invest in that. Okay. Let's take a look at some of those. Do we have any pages we haven't read? Oh.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world.
Oh.
I began to hunt the pages
I probably should have read
feverishly,
this one.
for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Okay. Back.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Say place more.
Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
I probably should have been reading these.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Ain't that always just the way? Okay.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Barry is very good at his job. I'm really impressed. Okay, those are the ones from Nightmare. And the first one, let's see, Taken. Oh yeah.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where he still had power.
Sorry, I have something. Homestar Facts has followed. Homestar Facts, I hope you have a lot of Homestar Facts for me. Ooh. Let's see, and Wake at Lover's Peak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it.
Wake
The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Ain't that always just the way? Oh, they're starting. Yeah, I'm starting. Okay. We got
The
a
visitor
couple more
center
of
was
these.
sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Oh, Rusty. Oh, I was about to say, did Rusty be okay? And then I saw this Rusty's final
At the last
thoughts, so
instant, I
probably not.
changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow,
Gosh.
but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing
Yeah.
moved in the darkness
R.I.P.
beyond.
to that guy, but we're
For the
different.
moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Okay, here's the last one of these. and
Rose
then we'll
knew
get
that
to
Rusty
it.
was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Oh no. Hollywood isn't magical. Hollywood kind of blows. You can't find parking. Everybody's always... Nobody knows how to cook. People only eat takeout. The portions are very small. Whoa, is that a secret page? No. Okay. Going the wrong way first. Oh, no, I'm not. Going to the coal mine. Oh, is that a page? Oh, every... Ooh. Okay, we're totally gonna drive to the coal mine, but first I gotta see what's up these stairs. I'll do it. Oh, there's just this different car up here. This is an additional car. Ooh, radio.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained.
Detained.
You see, I encountered a big-shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass, not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying
Hell
badges.
yeah.
I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
hell
you're
yeah.
not the
Let's do
bad guy
rules.
here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Alright. But first, something that'll get you DMCA'd. Another car. Okay. Time to ramp it. That didn't quite go where I thought it was going. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't wrong. Now I've got two cars. I don't see what... Okay, I'm starting to get what people were saying. driving my car up to here. And the car's back where I found it. Excellent. Like nothing ever happened. Like I didn't fuck up at all. Now, is that car supposed to be like hemorrhaging smoke like that? Is that typical? And missing the back stuff? I feel like I've sort of potentially put myself at a disadvantage here on this beautiful Friday morning. Oh man, this reminds me of driving out to Big Bear from LA. God, that's gorgeous. Look at that. It was always more fun to drive, because when I'd be driving up to Big Bear, the road was about this narrow, but the drop-off was even more sudden. And I'd be, if I was driving, I'd be on the left, so I couldn't really see it. But on the drive back, I could see everything, because I was on the other side of the road, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. Alright, time to swap this car for another. Oh shit, Firewatch. Firewatch time. Oh man, I'm finally gonna catch her. Finally gonna catch the Firewatch lady. Please, please, I have so much trauma. Oh, it's the next.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone.
Can I look around while I listen? Yes.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
Damn.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of
I think maybe in 2010, one, $60 was a lot of money. And two, people weren't really all the way ready for
incomplete. I mean,
an atmospheric experience like this. Like,
or heck, childish even. There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal.
Actually compelled by the dialogue.
Well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was.
I can see that.
And
but
I let her
open world is so hard.
Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but
especially if you have like
then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And
oh, this is like Firewatch.
Well on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and
when
let's just say
do you call
it's shaken a few things.
911. Pontypool changes everything, baby. Oh yeah, okay. And yeah, it is time to switch to a car that is not, I think, openly on fire, maybe. And drive it exactly this far and stop. We're just having fun exploring a little bit this morning. I hope that's okay with everybody. Things are a little less tense. We're seeing what this rural community has to offer in way of rotting wood and, well, seems to primarily be rotting wood. You know, I spent a summer... Good morning, Roy. I myself spent a summer with my father taking apart a barn like this. We found when I was a teenager, we found a place like this on the side of the road and near a house, and my dad, who had it in mind to do something with the old wood, approached the people and asked them if they'd be willing to let us, well, disassemble their barn for them for free. In retrospect, I wish he had negotiated some sort of price, but my family's never been particularly sharp with money, at least the men in my family.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Yikes. So my dad and I, over the period of a month, one summer, came out to a barn like this, and bit by bit, disassembled it with crowbar and hammer, taking care not to damage the wood as best we could. See if I can get over there. Nope.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
But the downside of that was, after that, my dad was like, well, we don't need these nails that are in all this wood. So the next month of the summer, July, for those following at home, I spent in our backyard, which was, when I say backyard, picture 23 acres of South Georgia, deep South wilderness, with my own crowbar and hammer, slowly extracting rusty nails from wood. The best part was, the thing about old rusty nails is the heads come right off. So it was quite a process. Yeah, you know, these are the character building moments, right? These are the things that you do. No, a hammer and a screwdriver mostly. I would put the screwdriver against the old nail and try to tap it out, you know, from the other side, preserving it as best I could. The tragedy of this, of course, is that once it was all done, that lumber sat under a tarp for, a decade before, I think, eventually being hauled away. But when you've done something like that...
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Okay. Read what? Oh. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Well, all right. Oh, cutscene time.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
That's an interesting phrasing. I had no way of knowing
I was running on blind hope.
Alive, or no way of knowing if she was still alive.
It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Now this is interesting. Because anytime narratively I'm told that somebody waited somewhere for a long time and nothing happened.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by you.
You want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
Okay.
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello?
Let's just say Maine.
I'm gonna kill him.
Bright Falls, Maine,
I
probably.
had to get to Mirror Peak.
Most likely. He's starting. Oh shit! Y'all, let me know if that's a little too.
It was
fuck.
close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Y'all, let me know if that's a little too loud. It might be a little, just might be a little too loud for me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I will not be taking parenting lectures from a man who put his daughter in a box and shipped her to Maine. Where the heck? Here? Alright. Sudden stop. What the? Alright. Oh, yay, treats. Thermos. Can't write without coffee. Or some of us can't write with coffee. Ha-cha-cha. I've been in a creative fun. Although I must say, I find myself feeling more creative the more I do this. This time I'm taking the stairs. Let's see what that says.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane
Can
felt
somebody
good for
help
the
me
first time in
remember,
his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow.
Can somebody help me
strong and
remember
sharp.
if we
She
have...
was his muse.
Have we met Thomas Zane yet, or is he the... Don't tell me who he is if I don't know, but... If it's just... I'm not the best. I'm not always the best with names. I put my back into it, but, back's not as strong as it once was. Okay. Ah, shit. Bells. Fellas, let's talk about this. Probably could have shot that barrel. Sure. Well, thank y'all for catching me. Oh, that was neat. It messed up the thing. Oh. Alrighty, let's go restock on revolver ammo. Okay. Alright. We are at the Final Fantasy VII Ghost Train Yard. Okay. Flashbangs. We got this. 3's the flare gun. Alright. Yeah, I haven't watched the thing yet, but I'm looking forward to watching that PlayStation thing. I might be watching that with lunch, I think. Oh. Oh. I'm glad I spent $60 on that 8 months ago. No, you know what? I'm glad everybody's gonna get to play it. Because I want it to do well. Because it was good. Seems smart when oh, I see. That makes sense. But I don't have a PS5. Oh. So, not a huge concern for me much. Is the Yuffie thing only going to be for PS5? Oh shit, just... Oh, those were flashbangs. Oh, that sucks. Alright, well... Okay.
What the hell?
Oh, it's the Lost Monster. Column of smoke by day and a pillar of fire by night. Well, here we go. Yeah, I see.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Alright. This ain't gonna be picnic, but it is gonna be... Alright. I don't understand why anybody would not like the driving in this. It rules. It's like, that kicked ass. Yeah, I was just thinking, pillar of smoke by night, that's not good. That boy's lost. Somebody missed daylight savings time. Alrighty. Ooh, flare gun. Oh, we have to turn off the power. Oh boy. I'm gonna... position my car a little bit more strategically. To get back over there. Okay. Here we go. Come on, baby. Oh boy. Here they come. Hey, it worked. My cunning plan worked. Love that. Love it when a plan comes together. Oh yeah. Revolver. Wait, I have all the batteries I need. Good. Oh. Hell's bells. Alright. There we go. Neat. Well, things are going. They are. That was neat. It was like, you know, it was like, you know what? That was pretty sick. How'd you like to watch it in slow motion? Okay. Huh. Is that just nowhere in the dark? Huh. I feel like I'm definitely learning the language of this game a bit. Alright. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's the good stuff. Follow, yes. Secret mode? I don't know if this is a horror game. We'll have to see.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Ah. Okay, that's what I thought. This is jobbing with my interpretations. Ooh, does that truck have a lantern on the back? I want that. That seems like that's gonna be cool. Alright. Oof. Golly. No. What am I getting myself into with that? That's definitely instigating something, so. That's gonna open that gate. Is there anything else around here before we do that? Can I get up there? Where did I come in? That's where I came in. I dropped down. Okay. Alright. Oh boy. Okie doke. Ooh.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
So what's the deal, Alan? I don't know why I take a great deal of satisfaction in this. Just obliterating these little specks of matter. Okay, that's the way I'm supposed to go, so what's over here? You know what I'm saying? Wrong way first, baby. Every time. Yeah, that's I love that. Like it's good conveyance. So, oh, this truck doesn't even work. I'm a dum-dum. Okay. Four is that's them dealt with. Forever. As good as dead, and always for all times. You know what? I think I forgot to do actually. There we go. I forgot to put the everyone in the thing, in the live announcement for the Discord. So I was just like muttering to myself. I don't know. I never know if that's rude or not. If that's rude to do that. But I guess I feel like people can just mute that particular channel if they don't want to see those. Oh.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Like, that dude really hates writers and yet knows quite a few. Oh, an evil bird. Its dark purposes are not hidden to me. Uh-oh. That barrel. Where are you going? Oh. Ah. Smart. Smart conveyance. Secret treats. Ah. Yeah. 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 That's fine. My dad teaches high school English, American English lit, and my mom teaches at the university level English lit. So I never had a chance, you might say. All my things reload. Oh, shit. Well, it's one flare wasted. Oh well. Hoo boy. Secret coffee. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. I almost beefed it pretty hard right there. Fuck. Or is he? What if all these dark figures are just people trying to help him? Oh, well. Oh, are you kidding? Die for coffee. Well. Actually, this time, this is one of my secret tricks in games. If there's something that's likely to kill me, I do the thing that's likely to kill me first. Before the thing I know will probably survive. I say almost fucking dying again. It is damn fine coffee, isn't it? Now, did this stuff stay collected? No, it did not, which means I gotta fight my way out again. Using... Okay, so that's 3 flashbangs. So if I then... Okay, so he survived. Yeah, GG easy. Oh boy, alrighty. Oh. That is pretty damn fine coffee. Everybody's watching WandaVision this morning. No spoilies. Although we did get up and watch it already. Wild shit. Shotgun ammo. Oh boy, this is a lot of...
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Oh, pump action shotgun. More ammo in this. That's good. Wait, did I... No, that's good. Okay. Wrong way first. Wait. Seems like the right way. Or is it... Oh. Alright, well that didn't quite work. Let's try that again.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
I think these are actually both leading up there. There we go. Yeah, that works pretty well, I'd say. Alrighty, okay. And we just gotta make it up to that one, I think. Close the door behind us. Oh boy. Yeah, let's turn that on, shall we? There we go. the question is it worth it to go the other way? Explore all bases. No, I sort of feel the narrative calling me on, calling me forward towards this checkpoint right here. Ooh.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
Let's grab a flashbang just in case things get... Ooh, crosses. Very... Well, of course the darkness hates trees. Trees are traditionally burned for fire.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
What? I don't like your ass. Oh, where are you going? Oh, you're a boss. Right, one of those zippy boys. Okay. Come on, you piece of shit. Alright. You on the other side of that rock? There we go. Not allow myself to be terrified in my place of power, which is to say, a macabre rural graveyard. Lithium batteries. And... alrighty. Reach the Mirror Peak lookout. That's where we're headed, man.
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Uh-huh. Oh, cross the ghost town. Oh, yeah, now we're getting... Now we are cooking with gasoline, yes? Well, that would have been quite a problem had I let that hit me. Oh, the door open? Is this just a build? Is this ain't one of those entering kind of buildings? This is one of them atmospheric, existing kind of buildings. Yeah, nothing in there. Okay. What do we got?
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even
That's
now,
not how life works,
I was
Alan.
angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
That's life. You know, that's how it is. That's how it goes. You just try things, and sometimes they work. Gray Peak Gorge, originally found in 1928. Gray Peak Gorge Mine Town was one of the permanent settlements the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lost their lives over the years here were buried there. A grim reminder to be careful for those who remain. Gray Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Ain't that how it goes? Chew you up and spit you out. Secret coffee. Yeah, gorges are what happens when you take everything a mountain has. Alright, one of them boys is going to come at me, yep. Alright. Shit. Alright. Okay. Oh. I got the They're Here achievements. One of these days I'm going to have to look at what those actually signify. This is spooky. Spooky as fuck. Alright. Oh, okay. Well, I did it. Okay, this looks like a killing field. Lay of the land. What do I got? Okay, not much. As long as that train doesn't come. God, son of a... Yeah. I was just thinking that was poltergeist for sure. Alright. I was in the middle of saying, as long as that train doesn't come at me, I'll be alright. But... Ooh. Keys to the... something. This? Yep, okay. Oh, this is a nice little place. TV time.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's
It's
a poet,
the Threshold
and a good one.
Kids.
He writes of muses
It's
and
the
creators summoning
Threshold
fabulous
Kids.
things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm
Ah,
of gods and dreams and
Cauldron
demons,
Lake.
dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Oh no, dude, that's stealing. I guess I am, like, almost out of shotgun ammo. What do y'all think? Hunting rifle or the shotgun? It gave me more ammo for the hunting rifle. I'll take literally the first answer. Yeah, hunting rifle it is. Lovecraftian is what this dude would say, but yeah, unfortunately that is the word we have. And you just hope that when somebody says that, they don't mean stuff like describing black people like they're fish. Alright, let's get on up there. That's the problem with genre and with art, with hypercanonization. I mean, when we say Shakespearean, we don't really mean we're not talking about Shylock. In general.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
We did not render we did not render a text interface. Okay, so that's the way up, but this is saying... No, I'm with you. No, I don't disagree at all. It's just... Finders Keepers achievement. Okay. Me in 2010 with the IGN guide open telling me where all the pages are, destroying any sense of immersion in the game.
Birds.
Crowbine from Dunland. And so, Alan Wake, if you cannot find your wife on the mountain, if the mountain defeats you, where will you go then? You know what they found in the lake. Water and flame. Will you pass beneath the mountain, Alan Wake? Let us pray that our presence here goes unnoticed. I was doing Saruman. Yes, thank you. Good cat. Good cut. Good ear. And they call it a mine. A mine. Soon, Master Elf, you will be treated to the legendary courtesy of the dwarves. Right meat off the bone. This is no mine. It's a tomb. Malt beer. Yeah, they're excellent. It's been a minute. I'm gonna have to give myself another. I make myself wait a little bit between my watchings just because, like, I don't want them to become nothing to me. But they are deep comfort. They're older and fouler things than orcs. The deep places of the world. That was... okay, that was pretty well timed. nothing to pass. You will suffer me. That blade was broken. It has been reforged. Sorry, that line was broken. Nightingale.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
It's not a good place to be taking comfort from, my dude. Yep, glad I went with the hunting rifle. I have a cave troll. Oof. Thank you, Mush. Always got my back. I wish the pages had never come to me. Wish none of this had ever happened. So do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to do is decide what to do with the time.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
That depends. I'm pretty good at puzzles. Now let's see, our goal is to get there, so yes? shit. Ah. Oh no, I had the measure of it the first time, eh? Okay. Let's see. Wait, is there another way back up there? Nope. Ah. Excellent. And now we simply do this. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Yes. Alrighty. Okay. There are many powers in the world, Bilbo Baggins. Some are stronger than me, and against some I have not yet been tested. That's where we're going, so. Oh. Checkpoint, baby. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Oh, okay. So that's the way I'm supposed to go. So, just gonna real quick go the other way. As we do. Because we don't rush. And we don't rattle. That's right, we wriggle. Might I perchance? Yes, worms in the chat. Thank you. Yes! Let's just straight up a page.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
The fuck is this? Ooh. Smarshian, good morning. I hope people aren't getting tired of me. I hope the people will still come to Fallout Fridays. Let's see. Let's see. Hope I'll still come to Fallout Fridays. Now I'll be there. Let's see. That's sweet. That's sweet. But I've heard it before. Oh. Oh yes, my antics are charming and the... Yeah, Tor like tier, or Tor like the publisher. Or Tor like the page. Or Tor as in World Tour. Or Tor as in Turtle, the world turtle. Yeah? The turtle from Stephen King? Let's not use it in that. Hopefully not in that sense, eh? I hope. No, Tor is it stands for The Onion Reader, which is yeah, it's a deep web browser. Typically, it's you didn't do anything wrong by like knowing it existed. How did you guys over here? You didn't solve the elevator puzzle. I have not passed through fire and death, but there be crooked words with a witless miner. Ah, shit! Oh man, I wanted to get over there though. Shit. Oh, there it is. Good. Ah! Oh yeah, there's I think everybody's read on it is cool, is valid. Oof. I think we well, Thor might have, I mean, Thor, it's hard to know what anything was ever called, really. Especially when you get into oral tradition stuff. I mean, so much what we know about, like, the Geats, for instance, is just what was written down by Christian monks 1,000 years later. Or hundreds of years later. Like, Grendel, Cain's clan. Maybe that's what the Geats would have called, or the Danes would have called him when they had no conception of Christ. Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake. Formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970. And even then, the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in the Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folktales. It's a popular recreational area for the area residents. I like this atmosphere, this music that's building up. Like, yeah, cauldron, caldera. Oof, I wonder what the etymological links there are between cauldron and caldera, and the call that a child is born with. Uh-oh. First, let's cover our back. Let's deal with this idiot. Let's just try to get past him. There we go. Oh, fuck. Okay. Alright, let's look at what we have to work with. Yeah, that'll make that a little easier. Okay, what we're gonna do then, what I'm gonna do is this. Walk backwards. I'm just gonna walk backwards into hell. Okay, good, good. Thank you for maintaining my... Easy. How many of those coffee thermoses we have now? I like how utilitarian this is. Just you gotta go down to here. It's like, oh, coffee thirst. It's very GTA. It's like, oh yeah, there's a collectible. Put it on the collectibles list. Put it on the list with all the other stats. Whatever. You have to put this shit in these games now. Oh, yeah, it's Spanish, but what about? Well, caul is spelled C-A-U-L, not cowl. Although cowl and call are etymologically linked. The caul is you're born. Children used to be born. Children born with a caul birth. It's when your placenta is still over your face when you're born. There was a supernatural significance to a caul birth. But a cowl also comes from that, originally. C-A-O-W-L. Sorry, this is my field.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes.
Huh.
It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
The boss. My current theory on the boss, of course, is that it's the witch woman who was controlling the girl. These chapters are definitely getting longer, which is I'm glad about, because I was worried that we were going to burn through this whole thing in like 6 days. Ooh. Kick it, Alan. Kick it. Or push. That's safe. It yielded to a tweed tackle, but I'm sure it's... But what about this? You smashed through this, Alan? No. No. Witch woman, cauldron, Culberth. And even a volcano is comes from Vulcan, the Roman analog to Hephaestus in the Greek, the twisted son of Zeus, god of craft. It's all connected. Yeah, Vulcans were. Oh, basement, of course. What am I thinking? Oh. Huh. Is he Tom? Where's it? CN. Let's Tom. Let me just get a quick screenshot of that boy. You talk to me on TV, Tom. Tom. I did read American Gods. Miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane. Wait, what? Huh. Not related to Calder. Who's to say? Language is a tricky boy. Okay. You may be right. I may be a victim of what they call a false cognate. Words that sound similar and seem related in different languages, but are not actually. Well, fuck a duck. Didn't get my flare gun out in time. This is what I love about video games. It's like, I must go back up there, because that's what happens. That's what happens in the story. It doesn't matter that it just killed me. Why do I do it? Because I must. Alright, let's clear out this corner quick. Oh yeah, I love ludonarrative dissonance. That's one of them That's one of them GDC vault words. Interference is so. See, I think the dissonance is not a weakness, but a strength. I think that's something that we can only have in this medium, really. Like, there are gestures towards it in metafiction. It's like, in the sort of like, in The Dark Tower, for instance, it's like, oh, if you know, please stop reading so that the things will stay good. But it's like, it's only in this medium that you can have agency, that the player can be complicit in doing something that in causing something that they theoretically, as a player, don't want to happen. You know, you don't want to go to the cutscene where you die. I think if there's any game where ludonarrative dissonance is serving the narrative more than hurting it, I think it's this one. Like, where is my role as the player in this, in what we're doing?
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
I think...
I was close now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded... I tried to hold on to Alice. but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly.
Dr. Hartman.
He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. What I would find.
That seems like an attempt by someone else to get control of the story. Wrestling it away from him, recasting him as a crazy person. It's like, oh, this is how it's been all along.
Wait! Are you? Wait!
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! Sorry. Please, wait! The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know.
Oh.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? They get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Ah. Ah.
Interesting. This game's neat. But what compels you? Oh, hello. Oh. Fly, you fools! That is a gorgeous visual, yeah.